Come pack with me for our Disneyland Paris Christmas 2022 trip. I am Ree, welcome back to my channel, Mummy of Four Does Disney. Now let's get packing. If you watched my last few Disneyland Paris Come Pack With Me's, you'll know that we only took carry-on luggage while flying. Now the reason I'm packing a bit different this time is purely because our luggage allowance is different. Previous Disneyland Paris trips I have booked the accommodation through booking.com and I've booked the flights direct with EasyJet. This time I thought I would mix it up a little bit and book the whole thing through EasyJet, including the accommodation. And the bonus of doing that is they've thrown in a check-in suitcase per passenger. So we've now got 5 check-in sized suitcases. So, okay, the benefit of not checking luggage is maybe it's quicker for getting out to the airport. But to be honest, in both airports, both the Paris end and in Bristol, there were escalators and things to contend with, which were quite tricky. I mean, as an adult and a carry-on case, that's absolutely fine. But if you've got small children, that was quite tricky. So doing it this way, although we will have to wait for our cases, it does mean, A, we've got more space, which we're going to need because we're going to need bulkier layers and because it's winter, etc., etc. We've got that extra space if we do want to bring home souvenirs, which we may want to because it's Christmas. But also, we won't have to navigate those escalators and things with lots of cabin cases. I am taking one cabin case just for my laptop, camera gear, that kind of thing, because I don't really trust the airline with checking all that and it not getting thrown about. So technically we're allowed 5 of these cases. Whether I'll pack all 5 or not is undecided. I quite like the idea of not having them overstuffed. That actually seems quite nice, and not having to sit on a case to shut it. That seems joyous. So I'm now going to pack these items. The idea is I'm going to pack them per day. I don't like to pack, if you've packed with me before, you'll know, I don't like to pack per person, because if it's, you know, suitcase for you, suitcase for you, suitcase for you, one suitcase goes missing, then that whole person's stuff is gone. Instead, I pack by day, so that's easier because you just you grab Saturday stuff and then everyone has their clothes to wear. But also, if one case goes missing, you may be one day of clothes down, but everyone's still got something to wear, which obviously is a bonus. So I think I'm going to empty out these cases. I know some of these cases have stuff from previous trips I've stored in there, so I'm going to have to pull all that out. Some of them have got other cases inside them, so I'm going to have to do a lot of emptying out and sorting before I can even start packing. So let's get on with that.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday.
We're making some progress. Even though the whole place is still a tip, I feel like I'm getting somewhere. So I've now got 5 empty cases. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to take all 5, but we're allowed to take them. So I kind of feel like I'd rather take 5 half empty cases with wiggle room than be sitting on 3 or 4 cases that I can barely close and that may be over their weight limit. So I'd rather have 5 lighter cases, I think. We've got airport transfers anyway, so it's not like we've got to worry about getting a certain amount of cases in the car, so I think that's what I'm going to stick with. So I guess I'll just pack 1 case per park day, 1 for travel home, and then put all our toiletries and PJs and things in like that. I still got to add snacks, stuff like that. As always with any of my packing, organising anything, it's sometimes a little bit trial and error. Sometimes I try it one way and then I move things around a bit. So I've taken out the small cases that we're not using. Some of the stuff that is going to be stored, I've taken out of the room. So if you've seen me do pack with me before, you know I love to use packing cubes, but also so we can take different bags and things to go with outfits, I tend to use these as rather extra packing cubes. So this, for example, is one of the bags that Bella's going to take, and you'll know that if you saw this video. But I've packed the outfit as she took it off from trying it on. I just packed everything directly into the bag. So a lot of these outfits are already kind of packed into packing cubes, because when I don't do this, I end up shoving everything in a case and then having to pull it all out because I can't figure out what goes where. So I'll put all these in by day, see how much space we've got left. I think I'm just going to pack the outfits now. I'm going to leave my husband's stuff, underwear, socks and toiletries and things for another day. I literally want to do enough packing now so that I can see my bedroom floor and get into bed tonight.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow felt I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not gonna wait and right around the mistletoe. I'm gonna let my feelings show. Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish. And as we decorate the tree, only you and me, I'll be making plans, make you understand. I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas.
Found these cases. This one's got some stuff in it that I just slung in there from before. So I'm going to see what's in there and then transfer it across. I think this is the stuff that I'm mostly going to need as my carry on, like all the plugs and sockets and things. I mean, most of the plugs and sockets could go in the main case, I guess, but one of these cases I'm going to take as my laptop and camera gear. This is all stuff that just needs to be hung up, so I'm going to chuck that in the wardrobe. That's for travel day. I found this basket of stuff. So these slap bands that we use in the park for ears. Let's see if I can demonstrate. Here's a random pair of ears that we're not even actually taking with us. But if you want to attach your ears to your bag, you quite simply hook them on like that, and then if you want to go on a ride, you've got your ears attached to your bag with a slap band. So we've got a few of those. I will make sure we take those with us. And then unless of course it's one of these excellent bags that has an actual ear holder pouch, which is a bonus. Anyway, we've got case per day. Still not sure if I'm taking that one. These are the bags we're taking as carry-on and first day in the park kind of bags. This is a basket of hats and things that we're going to need in the parks that my auntie bought in Primark for the children. Well, it's my auntie that's actually coming with us. So she got the Spider-Man stuff for William. Oh, these are the hats that I periodically lose, the Mickey hats. So take those in case my husband and son want to wear those. Then I bought a bunch of these Minnie Mouse scrunchies for the girls, also in Primark, that they can wear on the first day in the parks when it's Christmassy. And then my auntie bought them these mini hats in case they are cold for the fireworks, and they come with like gloves and scarves and all sorts. So they all need to go in the day one suitcase actually, because that's when they're going to be needed. So I'll pop those back in there for day one, for the day one suitcase. Then over here I've got all sorts. I've got the pajamas, which I still need to sort. So there's a whole load of pajamas. I guess I'll put some in the day one suitcase because I know that's the one I'm going to open first, and then split some off into a separate suitcase. So if one of the suitcases goes missing, we've still got PJs. These are all the shoes for travel day, so they just need to be put away. And these are more things for wearing on travel day. So all that is travel day. Don't pack it, just don't do anything else with it. These are some bits. That's a jumper for my husband. That's pretty much all I've got for him so far. I need to ask him for which clothes he wants me to pack. Then I've got spare leggings for the girls, spare longer sleeve t-shirts for underneath things for me, just in case. I don't know how cold it's going to be in November. Then in here we've got sickness bands for flying, so I guess they need to go in my husband's hand luggage, or maybe in my carry-on case, not sure. Then these are the children's notebooks and things. They need to go into their carry-on luggage, along with a little hairbrush each. These are like glow stick things that we used for when we're in the parks for later in the evening for fireworks and stuff, so they can go in with day one as well. Wet wipes are for carry-on bags, and then all of this stuff needs to go in one of the cases. This is all the medical stuff, plasters, medicines, just in case. The toothbrushes that I ran through the dishwasher when we got back from our last trip, along with all of the toiletries and things. Now these toiletries are all under 100ml each for carry-on, but that's not going to be an issue this time because they're going in check-in. Eye masks, so there's one eye mask missing because the girls have got one of those each for the flight, and they've also got a Minnie Mouse pen each, so I need to locate the other one of those because there's some stuff missing from their carry-on. So I think for now I will just pack away as much of this as I can into the cases and put the cases away, because quite frankly I've had enough for today, so I'm going to get this done and then come back to it another day.
'Cause I'm trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I'm trying to show you, but somehow still I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I'm trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not thrown away and right around the mistletoe. I'm gonna let my feelings show.
It is now 13 days until we fly back to Disneyland Paris. And yesterday I had some really exciting news. Honestly, like a pinch me moment. The only problem is this kind of changes everything packing wise. So my family and I have been invited to our first ever Disney event, which is super, super exciting. It is held in London and we will be going on Thursday, the 3rd of November. It's our first ever Disney event and I'm so excited and so grateful to have been invited. Now obviously by the time you see this, that has already happened and the vlog will already be live on my channel. It's this video and I will link it at the end of this video, don't worry, so you can watch it after you've seen this. So the only thing that slightly complicates, well, everything, is that now we're packing for this Disney trip in 13 days. We're heading to London and we're going to stay there before this event, so I'm going to need to pack for that too. And obviously it's a Disney Christmas event, so originally I was thinking like, well, what's everyone going to wear? And I've come to the conclusion that I don't have the time and it seems just a bit of a waste to buy extra outfits. So do you know what? Everything that we have planned for that first day in the parks, those Disney Christmas outfits, are going to be the ones that we wear to London. So basically I have already packed the stuff to take to Disneyland Paris. And that suitcase I have allocated, I'm still trying to get this right in my head, can you tell? That suitcase I've allocated for that first day in the parks. I'm going to check it all out now, but I think what I'm going to do is just take that suitcase, add in a few extra bits, take that to London, and then when we get back, literally wash everything, don't mix it up with anything else, wash everything in the case, stick it back in, and then take that to Paris. Does that sound like it might work? I hope so. The other thing I found since I last spoke to you guys on here, these. I totally forgot we had these, and we're going to Disneyland Paris for Christmas, so these are a must, don't they? Or maybe for that event. So this has now become a pack with me for 2 events video, which I did not know when I started filming this video. Remember to make sure you are following me on Instagram, because if you're watching this around the time it comes out, we are already in Disneyland Paris. So make sure you're following along our adventures on there. And if not, just, you know, just follow me on Instagram anyway, because there's loads of fun over there. Okay, so the plan is now to get the suitcases out. I've got a whole load of non-Disney clothing that needs to go for London for the day we travel there and the day we travel home that I've gathered from the children. I've got the baskets of pants and socks I've gathered from every family member. I have actually asked everyone to give me 9 pairs of pants, 9 pairs of socks. So that includes the travel day, so I don't have the day we're leaving. Where are my pants, where are my socks? I've taken them off them. I've got them there ready to go. So that doesn't hold up travel day. I highly recommend, if you have tiny humans or partners that are a little bit of a pain in the backside, that you do take the travel day clothes and don't pack them, but just kind of hide them and put them in one place ready to go, so that on the day you're traveling for any trip, you've got everything you're wearing. You're not running around looking for bits and pieces and spoiling your day. So I've got these baskets that have actually got 9 pairs of pants, 9 pairs of socks. So that's travel day and day 2 and 3. So that's our London trip. And then our Paris trip is travel day plus 6 days. So if is that wrong? Saturday, Sunday? Yeah, 5. So I can't do the pants and socks math. So I've got the 9, so it's 2 sets of travel days and then that are being put aside, and then 2 sets of pants and socks to be packed for London and 5 sets of pants and socks to be packed for Paris. Let's get all the cases out and then let's get the lists out, because I'm gonna end up losing my mind otherwise on time.
While the snow is gently falling, we keep busy until late, 'cause tomorrow keeps on calling, and the red man will not wait. So we better get to move on. Let's bring on the evergreens. Keep the chimney clean, you know what I mean, 'cause
chaos, but I'm kind of hoping we're moving towards organised chaos. So the theory is the day one suitcase, the suitcase I had planned to open for day one in the parks, and I've separated out the days because we're flying, and if we lose any cases, we just lose a day's case, not a person's case. Are you with me? The day one in the parks case becomes our London case, and if we need 2 cases, I will use this one, because this one was going to be our travel home day outfits case. I'm not sure we're going to need all 5 cases. I've got 5 as an allowance, and I've been separating things out that way, but as it stands, we might manage with 4 cases, and if we can manage with 4, manage with 4. So if I can't fit everything for our 2-night London trip, because obviously there's certain things you need for every day, like the chargers, the medication, you know, backup stuff like that, all the toiletries, all that stuff needs to go regardless. That's half a case worth of stuff if you're going for 1 night or a fortnight. So it's either 1 or 2 cases for London. The bags that the children have got for travel day and mine, we're going to pack just the same. And the hand luggage bag for my husband, I've taken out the passports. We don't need our passports to go to London, and I've put the stuff that will go in his hand luggage, but not yet, in here, just with the cases. So that's out the way. I need to find the folder actually for our Paris trip to go in there as well with all the printouts, but I have found the folder for the printouts for our London trip, and that's in there. Are you with me? So in here I've got the children's autograph books, which obviously need to go in their little hand luggage for when we go to the parks. They've got the photos. I think I've said this before. This photo size that we got these in Disneyland Paris, but this is smaller than a standard photo size, so I've had to trim all of them, which is a little bit of a pain. And to be honest, you could just get a normal autograph book without this plasticky bit and just stick a normal photo in, and that would probably be easier. So that's probably what I'll encourage the children to do next time when picking an autograph book, because it's just less fiddly anyway. So these are going to go in the children's bags, and I was thinking, oh, we don't need this for London trip, but in last year's event, the equivalent one of the event we're going to now, Mickey, Minnie, Donald and Daisy were there. So I am going to put the children's autograph books in their bags just in case. William wants to take this one. That's cool. This is the one he was going to take for travel day, and he was going to swap for the first day in the parks, but he's decided he wants this for London. We are literally just taking 1 bag of each. I can't remember which way around the girls wanted these. We'll just guess it, shall we? Okay, I think that one's Bella's. So in these bags so far, I've got the autograph books, eye masks, headphones, we will add a device near at the time, a little pencil case with a pen and a notebook, wipes, a hairbrush. I need to add a pack of tissues for each of them. That's what I've got for each of them so far. And that's a pretty similar bag for when we're just going to London or we're going to the parks. A drink does need to get added to that last minute. The girls never travel anywhere without the bunnies, so they'll be added last minute. They may want to put a Nuimo in. I wonder if they'll want to put a Nuimo in each. I don't know. Then I've got this basket of bits that partly that I've gathered and partly that just came out of this case where I had stuff kind of slung in it. For the day where we go into Studios Park and Avengers Campus, I did find, now this, if you have seen, I'm not sure if it's out by the time you see this video or not, but when it is, I'll link it. If you've seen this video over on my main channel, where I do a little shop with me and haul in Primark, I did buy this for William. He's thrilled with that, so that is going to be packed for day 2 in the parks, which is Mickey case. That needs to go in there. And then I've just got these spare long sleeve tops I slung in for if it's a bit cooler, which is a white long sleeve top day. It's day 3 in the parks, so that needs to go in there. And I've got spare leggings for the girls. This is a long sleeve top. I think I'll wear that to London, so that's going up there. These are spare leggings for the girls, and that needs to go in park 4. Okay. Oh no, that needs to go in park day 4 too. I'm confusing myself now. We definitely need these lists. So, my lists. I have mentioned before, I will be putting together some Disney specific packing lists and things after I have launched my planner on my main channel. It is nearly ready, so just keep checking back. The planner's nearly there, and then after that the Disney one will be coming. So these are actually free to download when you join my email club. Free to join, free to download. I will put the details below, so you just put everyone's initials along the top. And I have printed off one of these for London and one for Paris, because this is now becoming a pack with me for 2 different trips video. So we'll call this one London and then this one DLP. Okay, so Bella, I'm going along here, Bella. Now, clothes-wise, for Paris, I packed most things, did I not, in the last little day that we did. So, not for my husband, but I did everything tops-wise, this is for Paris, and bottoms-wise for myself and the children. Ditto with cardigans and hoodies. I've got underwear in these baskets that I have got organised, and in there is just the pants and the socks for everyone, so I can distribute those. And really I need to distribute them amongst the cases, don't I? Because again, if one case goes missing, it's not everyone's underwear in one case. So that all needs to be dotted. Really, this needs to be sorted by the right underwear per day as opposed to per person, which is how it is at the moment. Coats are going in last minute. Accessories for Paris are all sorted. Now this is, of course, based on the fact that I'd already packed it and now it's going to be packed and repacked, but we're just going to have to trust that when I get back I can be sensible enough to wash everything within that case and shove it directly back in. We will have to wait and see how well I manage that. Toiletries, I need to check toiletries, but I think they're pretty much there or thereabouts. So I need to get some clothes for myself to wear now. So I've pulled out clothes for the children. All of those clothes are pulled out, they're not packed yet. I need to pull out some clothes for myself and my husband. All the underwear and socks are there. Right, I just need to keep plodding with this now. Let's just keep plodding.
Let's bring on the evergreen. Keep the chimney clean. You know what I mean. 'Cause tomorrow is the day. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing. How they're headed for our house. And the radio keeps singing what the season's all about. From upstairs we hear the laughter from the ones that waited long for the socks to fill, but they won't until the birth of Christmas Day. Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing
I think from my main kind of handbag for London, I'm going to take this. Now for Disneyland Paris, I can't decide what to do. As you know, I always take a little Loungefly mini backpack to the parks, and I'm still going to do that. So for each park day, I'll definitely be carrying one of these. And I tend to carry, you know, the bulk of the things in there. Small drinks bottle, camera batteries, all that kind of the stuff that I carry around the parks for filming and things. Other than, I like to have a shoulder bag for slinging my actual camera that I'm filming on right now into. So last time I took this one, which is just a nice sort of big open space. In fact, it's got my camera case in it from last time. So either that one or just this. So I don't know, I think for London I'm going to use that as my main bag, although it is easier to carry heavy stuff on my back. But for the event, I definitely want that one. I'm just not sure I'm going to need it on the day we travel up there. So maybe I shall do my packing cube trick, unpack one of the packing cubes and pack the stuff in the packing cube into this bag that fits into the case.
Then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs
Okay, so this case is ready for our London trip. I think it's going to need a tweak, but I'll explain that in a second. These will need to do London and then Paris. They are our toiletries. These are our pyjamas. They will need to go to London, be worn, be washed, be put back in to go to Paris. And they're just like plasters, Calpol, that kind of thing. These are travel home from London clothes. They do not need to go to Paris. In this half, I've got my red Loungefly, which is going into the parks in Paris, but is also my travel day bag for Paris. But inside there are my Disney event clothes for London and my park day one clothes for Paris. Are you with me? So they will need to be washed and then repacked into a packing cube because I'm carrying that with me on the plane to Paris. In here we have got, I can't remember what's in this one. The girls' petty skirts are in that one. They are for the Disney event in London, then they are for Paris. And in here I have got the girls' jumpers. Actually, thinking about it, I need to add pants and socks. Let's throw some of those in for the girls. Pants and socks, just going to stuff them down the side because I hadn't popped them in. Pants and socks, because those were ready to go to Paris. I hadn't added pants and socks. And then in here are my husband and son's pants and socks and clothes and everything for London. So most of this needs to be washed when we get home and put back in. Now, technically I could sit on this case and close it, but I think I'm going to have a right difficult job when we are trying to close it to come the other end. So I'm just going to split it between this case and that case and have two comfortably closing cases rather than one sit on it case, because let's face it, we're only going from the car to the hotel. Where's the harm? So once I've split this stuff into in between this case and this case, I'm going to add pants and socks and things to the rest of these. Check the hand luggage for the London trip, because obviously that's the one we're going to first. This bag is added for hand luggage for Paris only. These bits need to go inside these cases. That's actually being packed into the day one case with William's clothes inside it, but not until we get back from London. I feel like I've done quite a lot, but also there's quite a big mess. This case I'm taking to both Paris and London with my laptop and things like that in it. I'm not going to bother with these scrunchies, so they can go back in the girls' rooms. These makeup wipes and things need to be added to toiletries. And then I've also got a whole load of snacks and stuff, which actually some of those can go into the London case. So it will be easier to split it into two and have that little bit of wiggle room, especially if we want to bring anything back at all.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Still looking a bit of a mess, but let's assess where we are. We have got London cases Okay, I found 2 things that need to go in. But other than that, those are ready to go. Then we've got Park Day 2, but with some other bits shoved in it as well. Park Day 3 and Park Day 4 plus Travel Home Day are all crammed into here. So when we get back from the London trip, I'll rejig all of this, repack those, and we're there or thereabouts. Laptop needs to go into there, then we're sorted. These are all things that we will need on both travel days actually. All the shoes we're wearing. These are pants and socks for travel day. And these are leggings and skirts for the girls for travel day. So actually they can all go in together, can't they? So that can all go. We freed up one basket. So that's not packing, but wearing when we're going. These are things that need to be packed into the cases once we get back. And passports are also in there. Perhaps we should keep those front and centre actually so we can see them. I have got an air tag on them, so if I lose those I can track them. But that is a really important bag. Important bag. Let's put it just on top of all of the other cases. This is the bag my husband will carry on both trips, and then I'm probably going to take that to London. I'm tempted to just take this one as my shoulder bag to Paris. It is marginally bigger than this one, and also when in the parks things get really like slung on the floor and stuff, and that obviously isn't like as fancy a bag as this one I had for my birthday on the last trip. Can fit a little tiny bit more in it, and also, you know, if it's on the floor and rides and stuff, I won't cry. I have got snacks which need to be slung in. So other than that, I think we are ready for the first trip. Let's check off the list and see where we're at. Right, London trip. Tops for everybody, yes. We've done that, haven't we? We've done that? Yes, we've done that. Bottoms, skirts, yes. I was so tempted to wear some like really cute boots and leggings and a skirt to the Disney event, but we're going to be traipsing around London all day and my feet will not thank me for that. So I'm sticking with the trainers that I'm going to wear to the parks because it's going to be park level walking around London, I would have thought. Cardigans and hoodies, we're literally just going to pack some to wear, I think. I think I'm literally going to put the children's hoodies on them. Or have I already packed? Oh no, they're wearing jumpers, aren't they? They're wearing jumpers. It's fine. They don't need them. They're wearing jumpers. They're fine. Maybe, although maybe do I need to pack some additional hoodies? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Okay, so maybe I'm going to leave those off and sling some hoodies in. Underwear, socks, just did that for everybody. Added it to each day. Winning at life there. PJs, all in one go. Coats going in last minute. Accessories, did. Toiletries, there. Sorted. My last minute bits as ever are my laptop, hair straighteners, the makeup I use every day, and my camera obviously, which I'm filming on, so I will need to remember to take that. But just my camera gear will need to go in the little Cinderella case. This is a self-catering holiday checklist that you can use, but you can also use it for other trips as well, for like a more detailed breakdown of what you might need to take. So that's there for you. It's in that Ultimate Mum bundle, free to download if you need it. For Disney now, I've added tops in for my husband. I've added bottoms in for my husband. I haven't added spares in actually, so maybe we'll do that after we get back. He will wear a pair and probably just need a spare pair. Hoodie he's just going to wear. Underwear I've added in for everybody now. Socks for everybody. PJs I'm going to wash and put back in. Coats we're going to wear. Accessories, yes, I've added those in for my husband now. Toiletries, I'm going to check those again when we get back. All right, I'm just going to tidy up here now. I will see you after we've been on the trip that the vlog is already live for, but in just a few seconds for you because it's later in this video. So we are back from London and from the Disney event, which was amazing. The children got to meet Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Disney in their gorgeous Christmas outfits. It's made us even more excited for the upcoming trip. I will link the vlog where we went to the Disney event at the end of this video if you want to watch that. 5 days left now until we fly. Really, really exciting. It's going to be a really busy day. The children are going to school in the morning and then we're flying that night. So I just need to have everything like totally ready to grab and go. I literally gonna have to have their outfits laid out for them, dash them in the house, change them out of their uniform, and off to the airport. Now, obviously, most things were pretty much packed when we found out about this trip. Then I unpacked the day one outfits. We took all those to London, and I've now got to make sure nothing gets missed going back in. So according to this list before, everything was done for all of the days, other than I needed trousers for my husband, so I still need to find those, and a hoodie for my husband. So I need to add back in everything we wore to the Disney event and pants and socks. And then I think it's right. And then obviously all my camera gear, like the camera I'm filming on now. I've left most of my camera gear and equipment already in that little Cinderella case, ready to go. So that'll just be a last minute check, but it shouldn't take too long. Now in London, we took our big winter coats, just like we did when we went to Paris in October. And it just wasn't that cold. Honestly, it really wasn't that cold. So I know it's going to be November. The opening of Christmas is the 12th of November. I always envisaged this trip being freezing cold, but we were really overheating in our coats. So I think I might throw in Pack-a-Max just in case it's just not that cold. It might be wet, but not that cold. So I'm going to do that just in case. Passports and things, I was super paranoid about forgetting those because I took them out of my husband's hand luggage, but I think I've put those back in. We are going to just put everything back in that I took out and then check it all over. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go for small wins. I'm going to check over the children's hand luggage, and then I can put all that off my list, done. Then I'm going to pull out all the suitcases, check all of those, pack the day one stuff back in, and that should be it. I'm feeling really uneasy, like I've forgotten loads of stuff, but hopefully by the time we've done all those checks, I'll feel ready to go. So this is just the hand luggage for the children. Let's check this first, and then we'll worry about the hand luggage for my husband and myself after that. So each of the little ones have got pretty much the same variations of in each. So they've each got a little mini backpack. They've each got a small water bottle. So we will fill this up for the journey to the airport, empty it to get through customs, and then fill it up again the other side, and then we can fill those up in the parks. I can't tell you how much money you save just filling up water bottles in the parks rather than having to pay for drinks every time. Then they've got their autograph books. We'll just do a quick flip through so I can show you. We've got the photographs in one side against their little signatures. They've met Rapunzel, Olaf. These were all in June. That's Woody in June, Mickey and Tigger in June. Then Jack Skellington, these were our October trip. Pluto, I didn't print out a photo. I've got a photo, but I didn't print it out. Goofy, also forgot to print your photo. Need to get one of those as well next time I get photos printed. And then Mickey and Minnie, this was an amazing character meet with both of them together. And then these were from Auberge, Snow White, Princess Aurora, Captain Marvel. Now Zara met her on her own while we were on Flight Force. And then that's Perla, Cinderella, Jessie, that was the one from the June trip that was out of order. I have got a photo for that she can put in. And Susie. So they haven't got very many pages left. Oh, and Ariel, can't forget Ariel. Not very many pages left of these autograph books now at all, but those are going to go in. I tend to put the autograph books in, they've got the pen holder. I tend to put them in that way so the pages stay nice, whereas if they go that way, things tend to sort of, I don't know, they tend to crumple a bit more. So I post them into the back of their bags like so, and then they just tuck in and put the stuff in front. Then each of the children, they've all got the same, have got a sleepy mask. They're from Primark. The girls, William didn't want one, has got hairbrushes. Then they've each got a little pencil case with a notebook and clicky pen. Again, the pens and the notebooks from Primark. They're each taking a Nuimo. Zara's taking Marie because hopefully Marie will be out. She tends to come out at Christmas apparently. Bella's taking Daisy and William's taking Chip or Dale. Hang on, let me get this right now. Chip has a chocolate chip nose, and so that's a black nose, not a brown nose, so that must be Dale. Is that right? Or is one got a red nose, one got a brown nose? Oh, I know it's something to do with the chocolate chip. What is it? So then the children have each got a packet of tissues, some wipes for sticky hands, and then Nuimos have also got their own little mini Loungefly backpacks to take, and they like taking pictures of them around the parks. So I can pop that stuff into the children's bags. Obviously these drinks will have to be filled up last minute before we go. They have got headphones as well. The bigger two have got these in-ear headphones. Zara can't cope with those, so she's got over-ear headphones that I will need to put in my husband's bag, and they will put devices in very last minute, and obviously the girls will put their bunnies. But hand luggage is pretty much done. Let's just get that put out the way, and then we can pull out all these cases, check what's left to do, check this bag, and then we're done.
But the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night. toe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
So the girls are wearing exactly the same outfits as they wore to the event, but the only tweak is the girls have now got these Mickey snowflakes that I've ironed on to their t-shirts, and these were given to me by Anastasia in the event, so thank you so much for those. She had them ironed on all over her clothes and she had some spare ones, so she gave them to me to iron on for the girls. So those are going to look super cute because inevitably they will end up taking their jumpers off at some point. So I've got case for each park day. I've got a travel home day case down here. I'm not sure if we're going to need that as well, but as it stands I've got 5 cases. That's what I'm allowing for. So I need to basically repack the first park day. All the others, I will check this when I watch it back to edit, but I think all the others are pretty much done. I've got a reasonably short list of things that need to be added back in. Obviously the stuff that we've just washed and needs to go back. Underwear for me, jeans for my husband, nearly there. Also, I do need to refill his hair gel. He said that that was running low, but other than that I think the toiletries were fine. We're getting there. It looks like chaos, but we're getting there.
This moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else.
I think we're just about there. Let's take a look. So this is the case for day 1. I have got the toiletries topped up. Hats and scarves we didn't actually use in London, but we may need. Don't know what the weather's going to be like in Paris. All of the girls' stuff, including the pettiskirts, tops and jumpers in there. William's and my husband's in here. I do need to add a pair of jeans for my husband in one of these somewhere. And then over here we've got the girls' scrunchies and things. I've just stuffed those down in little gaps. Underwear, my clothes inside my lounge fly for the day, our Christmas pajamas, and what's that? I think that's my husband's stuff in there, and toothbrushes. So that is all first night, day 1 in the parks. Day 2 in the parks here, we've got my clothes in there, Disney hat, spare pajamas for the girls. I have got a pair of spare pajamas for Will actually, which I need to add in from down here. I saw those. There they are. They just need to be popped in there. So they're Will's spare pajamas. See, doing this as I go round. The bags the girls want to take for day 2, and they've got their outfits stuffed inside. I've got this for filling up with water and hopefully leaving in a mini fridge. Fingers crossed there's a mini fridge in the room, but it's a really good idea to do that just to leave back at the room. So you've got some nice chilled water. Then park day 3, I've got spare jeans for Will here. This is Pink Loony Day, so I've got all my pink spirit jersey and things in there. That's the girls' spare spirit jerseys and things in case we need them in the evening, because we will be staying for fireworks. My husband's and Will's things and the girls' outfits. And then park day 4, the girls' outfits are inside here. My stuff's inside here. William and Daddy 4 stuff's in there. And then we've got some underwear and socks and such. In this last case, I've just got all the extras and bits. Medications and stuff, hopefully we won't need them, but it is kind of the season of colds, isn't it? And then I've got all these pack-a-macs and umbrellas and things. And also these are just bags that can unfold into like a shoulder bag. Worst case scenario, if we've got too much stuff to bring back, my auntie has offered to bring some stuff back in her car because they are driving back, so we could give her some stuff rather than having to like sit on the cases, and she'll just bring that stuff back. So my husband's bag, I found Zara's headphones, I've put those in. I've got all of our documentation and passports there, and then I've got this little shoulder bag which I'm just going to sling in, and these unpackable bags for carrying extra bits around the parks. I am going to add in this Parks poncho pack-a-mac thing for my husband and an extra umbrella. Also some of these, which are the backs for pin badges. These are much cheaper to buy on Amazon, I'll link these below, rather than in the parks, and they secure the backs onto pin badges so they don't fall off, you don't end up losing your precious pin badges. So other than just obviously closing up all the cases, last minute bits, like my makeup I use every day, I like to add in last minute, my hair straighteners, obviously my camera, my laptop, just last minute bits like that. We're packed. I mean, it doesn't look like it. Looks like chaos, but I'm going to close the cases up now, and I'm sure if I've forgotten anything, I will figure that out when editing this video. So now, if you want to watch the first episode in the vlog series, you can click up here. And if you'd like to watch the Disney in London vlog I was talking about earlier in the video, you can watch that down here. So first episode, Disney in London. Take your Bexy over there.